Hello everyone. In today's video I'm going to be carving this pumpkin into a car. So let's start carving. As you can see, do not have the best angle from this camera. However, I also have a recording that I have going on my phone. Okay, so right now we are carving the roof that can be taken off of the convertible. So I'm kind of starting on like a normal way you'd carve a pumpkin where you like just cut the stem part off. However, eventually I will get to where I'm carving the basically the equator of the pumpkin. I don't know what it's called. I'm not a fruits and vegetable expert, but like how the earth has the equator, like that part of the pumpkin. That way, when it's taken off, it looks like a roof being taken off of a car, like a convertible. So I'm being very careful right now because I do not want to accidentally get injured doing this, and I'll speed it up as it goes. And we're actually going to stop carving the side here so we can carve the passenger side window real quickly. So I'm going to just go for a simple square shape for the windows, kind of similar to... Oh, wait a minute. Let me move this backwards a little bit so you get a better view. There we go. Similar to, like, pumpkin cars and, like, car video games like Greenville and Car Dealership Tycoon, where the pumpkin car typically has like square side windows. This should not take too long, so I probably won't speed it up, but right now we are carving the side of the window. I'm very excited to see what this looks like. I'm trying to not go too fast because that could be hazardous, but I'm trying to not go too slow because I'm just so excited. As now we work on the bottom of... Oh, that came loose from it. The bottom of the... Wait a minute. No. I don't want this to go too low. I'm going to carve a bit more of the side. That way, just like a real car, like the window stops right at the door's beginning. Because convertibles, of course, the roof comes off right at the door, like that. The door stays on. So with our convertible here, we don't want the windows to be like too high or too low, because that will just create an inaccuracy here. So let's just slowly carve over towards the window here. This will be the bottom of our window. And my hand's getting a little tired right now. We're gonna carve up a little bit. That way oh, that was close. Thank goodness. That was not bad. But anyways, we now have connected the window with the door and roof of our pumpkin car. And now we work on the bottom of the window / the top of the roof. You can't really see right now because of my glove, but we are slowly making progress. I'm gonna move this back a little bit. That way you guys can get a better view. My hand's getting a little tired, but I don't mind. This is very fun. I really like carving pumpkins. And actually, I'm going to make a door handle like that time when it slipped a few seconds ago with the carving the window into the roof. There we go. It's not really visible, but it's a fun little detail. So let's get back to carving the bottom and as well the like separation between the roof and the body of the car. So I'll start speeding things up again. Okay, I finished the passenger side window, and in a second here, I'm going to now try getting it out. I usually like have a hole in the top near the stem that I usually like shove the pumpkin like part that I carved out. However, we can't do that just yet. So I'm gonna try using a carver. Oh, it's gonna be tough. Okay, it's struggling. It's stuck in there, so I'll skip to when I get it unstuck.
2,000 years later.
Okay, I might have to uh, get the entire roof off before I get that window out. So I'm gonna continue working on this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start carving the back window. And of course, the back window is going to be larger than the driver's side and passenger side windows, since of course you need to see through that back window to see like if there's anything behind you when you're backing up. And I'm currently carving the side of the window, and that seems like it's about the right size. So now I'm going to start working on the top of our back window. And this might take a little bit longer than the side windows because simply it's larger. So I'm going to speed this up. Okay, now I'm going to carve the sides of our window. And as you can see, I did make it longer. I did that because the back window is too close to the passenger side and too far away from where the driver's side window was going to be. So it was like not even. It was also not wide enough. So I chose to make it wider. And now we're working on the sides of the back window. We just finished the left side. Now let's work on the right side. I did consider making it like the back of the old Volkswagen Beetles, where it was two back windows that were smaller, kind of had like a split in the middle. But I decided no, I'm going to just go with the one large back window. Okay, let me just get that off of there. So there we go with that. Now I'm going to go back to separating our roof from our car pumpkin's body. And this is going to go a bit lower in the back. That way, the back window can be very large, so the driver can have a lot of vision of what's behind. And it should connect perfectly with the windows, but if it doesn't, I can always like cut the windows a bit lower. And you might be wondering, what about the trunk? While the trunk would be connected to the body, whilst the window would be connected to the roof that is able to be taken off due to this being a convertible. Okay, I separated the roof from the body of the car completely. Now let's work on this driver's side window. And it should be very similar to the passenger side window. So I'm just going to speed this up. Okay, now that I've completed all three windows and separated the roof from the body, I'm going to take out all the windows now, both side windows as well as the rear window. So we'll get to the front window later, and we'll get to this, and then I will take the roof off. However, as you can see right now, this is being really difficult, so I will just skip to when I get these out. Come on. Come on. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, thank goodness. We got a window out. One down, two to go. Look at that. Oh, wow, that's a lot in there. Okay, I'm just going to kind of clean this out before I work on the other windows. Well, not the entire thing, but clean this part out so you can actually look out your driver's side window. Okay, now back to trying to get the windows out. Let's try working on this rear window now. And it's being a little difficult. I'm going to try shoving it out from inside the pumpkin. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I'm going to skip because I feel like this is going to take a while. Actually, I'll carve this in half, make two smaller pieces. That way it's a little bit easier. Okay, so I'll skip to when I get this out. Okay, let's try this again. Oh no. Oh no, a piece just fell off of the roof. Come on, come on. Yes, yes. Okay, now I can finally put this part back in. I probably will have to use some toothpicks to keep that there. So, for now though, we'll just leave it like this. But when I'm taking the roof off and stuff, I'll need toothpicks. Now, let's get the other half of the back window out. Okay, hopefully by doing that carving, it makes it a little bit easier to get out. Oh, there we go. Yes. Okay, the rear window is completely out now. And now we just have the passenger side window. Come on, it's been so long. Come on, yes. Yes, I got it out finally. Okay, all three windows are done. Now I can take the roof off, work on the front window. Oh my goodness. This took so long to get out. Okay, now I'm going to take the roof off. So let's just hold on to the bottom here. And there we go. The roof is almost okay. Okay, nope, not yet. Hold up. Okay. Oh, this is being a little tough. Okay, it's almost there though. It's almost there. Just wiggle a little bit. It's almost off. I can tell. This is exactly what that part between the driver's side and rear window did before it fell off. Okay, there we go. Okay, you gotta look at this. Oh my goodness, we have gotten the convertible part off, and now I just need to work on the front window and the wheels and the lights in the interior. Okay, let's get some of this out though. So I'll skip to when I start working on the front window. Okay, I'm now ready to start working on the front window. And this is going to be the largest of the windows because, of course, the windshield, you need to have a lot of vision through the windshield or else you will not have a very safe car. So the windshield needs to be huge. So this might take a while. So I will speed it up. Okay, we are almost completely done with the windshield, and this is about to be a huge piece taken off of this pumpkin. And without the wheels, it's going to kind of look like a basket. However, it should be easier to take off than the passenger and driver's side windows as well as the back window, since we can simply just reach into the pumpkin and just like rip it out, as I'm about to do. There we go. Look at that. That's a huge piece of the pumpkin right there, taken off of this, what currently looks like a basket, but future pumpkin car. And I guess you could say I carved it, but I just noticed that these pieces I've gotten off the windows could actually make a great driver passenger seat as well as a steering wheel. This was not originally part of the plan, but I'm having a lot of fun doing this, so I'm going to do this, and I'll speed up the carving of like the steering wheel. Okay, I finished the steering wheel. Oh, I just noticed my camera's not really directed at the pumpkin anymore. I'll fix that. But the steering wheel is actually based off of the steering wheels of most modern cars. How it's kind of got like the two handles to hold on to. Yeah, I'm also going to get a toothpick real quick to connect the steering wheel to the inside of the pumpkin, since, of course, it's not going to be able to stay there with gravity. And as you can see, I also chose to put the two parts of the rear window in as seats, but they're not toothpicked in yet, so I'll get to that in a second. And it's really starting to come together. I really like how the steering wheel looks. Oh, that looks really nice. It's a little bit low, but I'm still very happy with it, especially since it wasn't originally going to be part of the plan. But now I'm going to get the toothpicks for the seats here. Okay, so I'm just going to grab this seat and I'm going to put some toothpicks in it. There we go. And now it's in there. It looks really good, lined up pretty well with the steering wheel. Now I'm going to do the same with the passenger seat here. Okay, the toothpick is missing. Okay, this might take a few seconds to try finding it. Where did I put it? Where'd the toothpick go? Oh, it's behind my phone. Oh, well, that's my bad. Let me just get the toothpick into the passenger seat. Okay, there we go. Okay, now let's just put this in here next to the driver's seat. Okay, oh, there we go. This looks really well, especially for something that, as I said, was not originally part of the plan. I really like how this has turned out. And now let's work on the headlights and taillights. Actually, I'm going to place the roof back on right now because it is in front of my other camera, and the other camera is a closer view of like the bottom of the pumpkin and stuff, and I feel like that's going to be used a lot with the headlights and the grill and the taillights all being closer to the bottom of the pumpkin. Okay, I'm carving the left headlight right now. Now I'm kind of going to give it the looks of a modern car. I'm going to kind of give it that sharp, kind of angry headlight look. But I also want it to be kind of unique so I don't like end up in a copyright situation. I'm going to kind of give it a bit of a triangular shape for the back part of it. Okay, now I need to get out. There we go. Okay, so we got one headlight down, one more to go. So let's move on over to this right headlight. And we're going to try replicating exactly what we did with the left headlight. So we're going to start at the top just like we did with the left headlight. And we're going to go with a straight line for the top. Now oh, it's being a little difficult. Okay, I need to get the carver out. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit farther here. Make sure it's not too short. There we go. That looks good. Now I'm going to do a sharp downward for this part. Actually, wait, I'm going to use the little carver so it doesn't leave too much of a inaccurate shape to the other one. So a little bit of a slant downwards, just like with the left headlight. And now we just need to go a little bit further. That way it's not too narrow and inaccurate to the left headlight. And now we can go back to, hold up. I feel like the other one was longer. Yeah, it was. So I'm going to get this green carver back in here. And we're going to make this a little bit larger. Now we're going to carve down a little bit more. Make sure it's tall enough to match the other headlight. And now we work on the bottom of the headlight. Okay, I just wanted to get started a little bit there with the orange one. That way it doesn't mess up the headlight. So now we go straight for the bottom as well, just like with the left headlight. And now we go from here. Actually, I'm going to use the orange carver. Make sure that doesn't get an inaccurate shape that doesn't match the left headlight. Okay, now we carve down. Actually, wait. This looks too box-shaped. We want more of a slant. So I'm going to make it a little bit longer, and I'm going to start from the bottom and kind of do that triangular shape that's like the left headlight because it was too box-shaped first time. There we go. Now let's try getting this headlight out. The left headlight got out pretty easily, so I expect the right headlight to also be quite simple at getting out. Okay, it's almost there. It's almost out. I'm shoving it out from the inside since it's a little bit easier to do on this side than the other since there is no steering wheel near the headlight. So it's almost there. Okay, I might need to try from the outside like I did with the left headlight. Okay, it's almost out. It's almost out. I should be able to get it out with my hand from here. Okay, it's almost out. It's almost out. Okay, I might need to move this a little bit. Oh, a little bit of the pumpkin just fell off. That might make the job a little bit easier. So I'm going to try from right around where it fell off. Okay, it's almost out. Oh, more fell off. That's going to make the job easier. Okay, now we just kind of need to get our thumb under the part, or we can use this carver. Hold up, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, now there's a little area from the carver. There we go. It's out. Okay, so we got both headlights now. Okay, now it's time to work on the grill. And the grill, I'm going to have be a giant semi-trapezoid shape. Like, I plan on being a trapezoid, but if it gets too close to the headlights, we might need to go with a rectangular shape until it gets under the headlights. Then we might be able to work more in a trapezoid shape for the grill. It's going to kind of look like a Lexus, but that's fine. Lexuses are cool. So right now, it's kind of going up. We don't want it to go up too much because then it will make the car look kind of wonky. We want it to try being as straight of a line as possible. So right now, it's looking pretty good. We're almost to the left headlight. We almost have it from headlight to headlight, just like I plan on the grill being. We don't want it to be too close, though, since we didn't get too close to the right headlight. And this has been super fun to make. I have really enjoyed carving this. And we're almost done with the top of the grill. We're almost there. Okay, that should be good. Now we go down to work on the side of the grill, we are going to have to go with a little bit of a rectangular shape here near the top because of just how close it is to the headlights. We don't want the grill and the headlights to be too close and hit, because then when it's uncarved, it will all just look like one giant hole in the front of a basket-shaped pumpkin with wheels. So now we kind of got a little bit of the trapezoid shape going now that we are past the headlights. And now I'm going to work on actually I'm going to make it a little bit larger. There we go. Now I'm going to work on the side here. And I'm going to speed this. Oh, that was close. I'm going to speed this up since I'm doing the same thing I did with the other side of the grill. Okay, I got the grill done. Now I'm going to try getting it out. Okay, let's try getting it out from the inside of the pumpkin. Oh, this is a little bit tough because of the steering wheel. Because I'm trying to not, destroy this steering wheel or the toothpick in it. But I also need to, get this out. Okay, I might need to carve a little area here and then pull out. Nope. Okay, let's try pushing. No. Okay. So it's being a little bit troublesome. So I'll skip to when I get it out. Okay, a little bit more carving. Hopefully this does it. Okay. Okay, it's almost out. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yes. Oh, wow. There are so many, pumpkin seeds here. Okay, I'm going to clean this out because you don't want your grill looking like this. If your car's grill looks like this, you probably need to go see a mechanic. Okay, now I'm going to turn this pumpkin around and I'm going to start working on the taillights of our pumpkin car. So the first one, I kind of want to give these a sharper triangular shape just like I did with the headlights. However, these are going to be more tall and narrow, unlike the headlights, which were more wide and short, since usually headlights are a different shape than taillights are. Okay, that looks really good so far. Okay, slightly slant for the top, and then you kind of want to give it a good slant for the bottom too. And now that we get to the bottom, I'm going to just do a straight line for the bottom. Actually, a slant might work perfectly for this. Hold up. There we go. That looks good. I'm glad I went with a slant instead of a straight line. Or we will do a straight line up. Now this should be really easy to get out. It's just a tiny little piece compared to the grill or the windows. Oh, it actually is being a little difficult. Okay. If I put the carver in the middle, it should make it a little bit easy to get out. Yep, there we go. That was quite simple. When you have tiny pieces of your pumpkin like this that are struggling to get out, you just need to put the carver in the center and that'll help it a lot. And there we go. I officially get it out. Okay. Now we just want to do that with the other side as well here. There we go. So this side will, of course, be in opposite direction of what our other taillight was. Oh, that was close. Okay, it's being a little bit difficult to get in. So I'll skip to when I get it in. Oh, actually, wait. Okay, it's in. It's in. That's good. Okay. Okay, nope, never mind. Okay, let's try again. Yep, there we go. It's in. Now, let's try. Okay, yep, okay. It's being a little bit difficult right now. Okay, there we go. Now, it should be easier because we got that one carve. And now we just do that slight slant for this left taillight. Now we change it to a semi-slanted straight line down. Now we do a slight slant up, like a nearly straight line. That's how the slant is. Although it does slightly slant a bit more here. And it just connects there. You don't even need like a top part. The sides connect perfectly. It's like a triangle. Okay, now let's get this piece out. It should be easier than the other one since it's even tinier. Okay, let's just pop it out there. Okay, it's almost completely through. It's almost the interior. So let's just keep shoving with thumbs. There we go. Okay, not yet. I might need to use the carver again. Okay. Wait, what if I try getting it out from the interior? I'll try the carver first, though. The carver should be able to get this out. This should be no problem for the carver. So let's just get in the middle there. Okay, now let's pull out. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's out. Now I'm going to... Okay, so now I'm going to use this part that we got when we cut out the windshield, and I'm going to make 4 tires from it. So I'm going to speed this up because this probably will... Oh man, my hands are getting sore. But anyways, this probably will take a couple minutes to do. Okay, now I have all 4 wheels. I'm going to place these right down here by the taillights and headlights. So let's start off with our left rear tire. I'm going to put that right here. Okay, I want to be careful though because I do not want to snap this toothpick. Okay, it's a little bit high off the ground. It will not touch the ground if I place it there, so I'm going to place it a little bit lower here. Okay, there we go. That's a better spot. Okay, there we go. That's good. Now let's get to our left front tire. Actually, I'm going to try getting this in a little bit more. There we go. That's nice. Okay, look, it kind of rolls. That's nice, like a real tire would. Of course, this one, though, it's not a perfect circle. Okay, so now I'm going to get the left front in. And this is going to be very close to the left headlight. So let's just get the toothpick in there. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, it's kind of slipping. Okay, there we go. Now we got a good pierce. Now let's get that in there. Okay, it's not really moving. Oh, okay, that spot might be a little bit difficult. However, we did kind of already get a little bit of a pierce going. I'm going to move it a little bit further back. Okay, that might be too high. Also, the toothpick broke when that happened, by the way. Okay, there we go. That's a good spot. Oh, it broke out again. Okay, let's try that again with a new toothpick. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully this toothpick does better than the first one did. Okay. I'm going to try using a little bit more strength here, but I don't want to break the tire or the toothpick. So, okay, there we go. We got a pierce. Now I'm going to hold on to the pumpkin. That way, okay, the toothpick broke. Okay, it's in there now. So let's try again in a slightly to the right spot because it's still like enough to pierce. It didn't break the toothpick as bad as that first one broke. So actually, I'm going to try carving a little hole for this one since it is struggling a little bit. I'm going to try carving this hole right under the spot that I was originally going to place it. So there we go. That's a little bit. Actually, I'm going to use this. It's like made for piercing pumpkins. There we go. That's perfect. Now let's get the toothpick in there. There we go. Yes. Okay, so we got both left side tires, and now it's time to move on to the right side tires. Okay, so let's try to start with the right front. This toothpick is a little bit broken already, so hopefully it's not too bad. Okay, there we go. I'm not going to risk it too much. So that one's good. Now let's get to the right back tire now. And we're going to hope this goes as easy as the left rear tire. Okay, so let's... Oh! The toothpick just snapped! Okay. Okay, I'm going to try this again, though. It's still pretty long. Okay, we got Pierce. We got Pierce and it's in. There we go. Yes. Okay. Okay, here it is finished. I have worked an hour and a half on this, and here it is without the roof. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. And happy Halloween, good carve, and goodbye.